Yes, welcome back to VA Creative and part 18 of the Morgan three-wheeler build. And on this episode, we're fitting the exhausts. Yes, welcome back to the Dean Den for another episode of spannering on the Morgan three-wheeler. And today, as the intro explained, we are focusing on the exhausts. Yes, those beautiful chromium plated exhausts that go down either side of that red bodywork. Now, what I've been doing, I've needed to re-chrome, I've needed to strip, I've needed to purchase new rear silencers, quite a lot actually, and this is probably the most expensive part of the build so far. So without further ado, let's get over to the beast and start fitting those lovely exhaust pipes. So here we have it. Here are all the components for one side of the V-twin exhaust system. Yes, that beautiful chrome exhaust system that goes down the side of the bodywork. Now, clearly this is on show, so this needs to be as good as it can be. And to start with, what you see over here is the main two exhaust pipes. So this flanged pipe here, this goes onto the cylinder of the Matchless, and then this longer tube goes down the side of the car. Now, these are the original ones. I've had them re-chromed by an amazing company. They're not sponsoring this video. I paid to get them done, and I'll put their name and a link in the description. And what I must say is a really great family company. And what surprised me is I found it very difficult to find a chromer that would chrome old exhaust pipes, because apparently, I didn't know this, some companies don't like the contaminants that will be inside here, carbon basically, going into their tanks. But the quality of how these came out, I am really, really pleased about. And the turnaround time, I think it was a couple of 3 weeks, which is fine. You expect that. Now here, this is, I don't know what you call it, cherry bomb or the silencer that goes on the back of the exhaust. And these were the originals that were, well, how should I put it? They've seen better days. So it took me a long time to find the source of these, because what I wanted is this sort of shape here rather than just a rectangle, so to speak, or a hard corner, to make it as close as possible to the ones my dad used. So that's the silencer. And then over here we have a brand new exhaust gasket. Yep, Mog Spares comes to the rescue again. So I got new exhaust gaskets. Here is the flange that bolts on. Here's the bolts. Now, originally there were studs on this, and I actually bought some studs, but I think what my dad did is drilled them out so you had bolts going through. So anyway, it will do the same job. It's not an issue. And then here, these brackets here, and these, I call them exhaust clamps. What they do is these hold this long exhaust pipe onto the side of the Morgan, and inside there are some plates here, aluminium, just to spread the load when they're tightened up so they don't pull on the bodywork. So overall, pretty simple job really. Well, I say that. I must say the tolerances of this on this, it's all very, very close. So it's going to take a bit of filing, a bit of gum exhaust paste to get them sort of airtight, but I'm sure it's not going to be too bad. Right, I'll see you over at the Morgan, and let's get these fitted. So what we're going to do first is fit the driver's side exhaust. Now what we can see here is a flange coming off the engine, which is obviously the exhaust port. And here is the exhaust gasket, which sits like so. Now, if I pick up the exhaust pipe, this will go up and sit like this. Now, clearly the gasket goes on there, the exhaust pipe goes there, and this flange then sandwiches both of them. So what I'm going to do off camera is just slide this flange down, the exhaust, and you can see now that will bolt up like so. Now I've just put a zip tie here just to support the back of the exhaust while I do this. Now I'm going to put some spring washers on these once I've got everything fitted, but just for now I'm just going to put the nuts on. It's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. So let's go to the side of the car and I'll show you how the side pipe fits. So what you can see here is I've used this zip tie here just to keep this exhaust pipe in sort of roughly the right position. Now here, this is where these cast aluminium sort of brackets go, and the exhaust goes through this clamp, which then goes through the bodywork and then bolted from the reverse with spreader plates, which look like this. Now what you can see here, I've put a little bit of tape here because that is where the side exhaust has to slot into to make it the correct length. So let me get the side pipe. Now what you'll see is this will slide over this. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wild ones. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out the wild ones. So we can see here that these, once they're clamped up, will hold the exhaust on the side of the car. And if we move to the rear, I'll show you what finishes off the exhaust system. So at the rear of the exhaust, we have this exhaust box, which push fits into this. Now this sort of goes into about here, and I have to make sure both sides are the same. And what I'll do is I'm going to put some exhaust like gum material to ensure this makes a perfect seal. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off again. It will go on off a few times, and then push this into here. And what you can see, I have put some few sort of cuts in here and also ground away some of the chrome, because this is a really tight fit. Right, let's get to it. And if you look here, you can see my dad has put a little R there, look. So I know it's the right hand pipe. And I love this. I can see where my dad has been building this car, and it's yeah, quite emotional. Now this is going to be a push fit, so I'm going to put some gun gum in here. I don't know why it's called gun gum. Maybe someone out there knows, but I don't need lots because it's a really tight fit, but I don't want any blows. Right, now I have to get this in there. See, it wants to go, but the best way of doing this, because it's all chrome, you can't really hit anything, is to really use its own weight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you back and you'll see how I'm going to do this. Some of you may cringe when you see this, but I think it's the best way. Now, right, gonna make sure I get this the right orientation.
No one ever knows where we're heading, where this story goes. You just gotta hold on to your path. What feels right in your heart and your soul. I know you always wanna do what's right.
And there we go. It's as easy as that. Now, I'm going to thread this back on here.
Ask yourself, is this right? Stand your ground. You say, I wanna be the hero. 'Cause I don't wanna give up. Now I am down at zero. When will it ever stop? I'm only human. How am I supposed to cope? One bad decision. I'm running out
That's
of
looking pretty good.
rope. No one ever knows where we heading, where the story goes. I just gotta hold on to my path. What feels right in my heart and my soul. I wanna be the hero. 'Cause I don't wanna give up. But when I'm down at zero, will it ever stop? I'm only human. Yeah. How am I supposed to cope? Oh, one bad decision. I'm running out of rope. Oh, I'm only human. Oh, how am I supposed to cope? One bad decision. I'm running out of rope.
Looking good. Yeah, that's nice. It's got a bit of patina on it, which I quite like. So here are the brackets. Now, don't want to scratch the paint or the chrome. So these come down like that. So this clamp needs a bolt to go through it and close it up. Just get a washer. Another washer, spring washer, and then a nut. These are stainless steel, just to make sure they don't corrode over time. Okay, now, where does this go? Goes like that, doesn't it? I think, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna look at the model just to see where it goes. Right, it goes as I thought, in the middle of this dip. So let me put the other one of these brackets on. Now when you're putting any fasteners near an exhaust, don't use nylocks. They'll mount and then be useless. So use either spring washers or special nuts that once tight do not come undone, well, very easily. Okay. Holds them on is these large screws that go into threaded holes. There's one. There's one. Okay, I think I need a longer one for that. It's not biting. There you go. Perfect. Now that looks pretty good. Looks exactly like the model looks. So I think we're now done. Exhaust finished. And doesn't it look good? It looks really, really smart, I think. And polishing these up, they came up a treat, and it really, really suits the car. So come on over and I'll give you a flyover so you can see it in detail. Yes, and another episode draws to a close, and doesn't she look stunning? Those exhausts really finish her off nicely, and there's very, very few jobs to do. Front mud guards, I think we'll do those next week because I've just had a phone call from the sprayer. Yep, that's a couple of items I decided not to spray myself. Gloss black, on show, no, I'm not doing that myself. So, until next time, as I always say, keep smiling and enjoy your spannering.